Well, Adam, ahead of tomorrow's game, how's the squad shaping up?
Been a good week. Lots of hard work gone in. We've had a few double sessions in there to make sure that we're getting the input in. The challenge at the minute is we're trying to get a pre-season's worth of messages into the guys in a short space of time. But the guys have been brilliant in terms of having an open mindset, wanting to learn, wanting to take on board the messages, and I've been really impressed with the performance and the intensity of training. So now it's up to these guys to carry that into the weekend.
And what do you know about Hampton?
Very good team. I think their position speaks for itself. Manager's done a tremendous job there. Very organised, very efficient at what they do. And it's a game we're going to have to be on our mettle. But like any game at this level, I think if we're right and we up our standards in certain areas, we'll give anybody a game. I said from the off, I think there's a real good core group of players here, and we know it's going to take time, and obviously we haven't got a lot of that, so we've got to push the process. But we don't fear anyone in this league, and we'll go there to try and win the game. We know it'll be a really tough opponent, but we most definitely won't be going there to sit back.
And obviously it wasn't the result we wanted last weekend, but plenty of positives to take.
Yeah, I think my first two performances with the team have been really good, but unfortunately performances in the short term don't get you points on the board. What we need to do is we need to keep that level of performance at that standard over a period of time, and results will come, I've no doubts about that. But for us now, we have to try and get points. Obviously the season's nowhere near done yet. There's a lot of football to play and a lot of points to be taken, but we need to get them on the board as quick as we can, because that ultimately forms habits, it changes mindsets, and once you do get that momentum, then it's hard to stop a team. So we need to turn that as quick as we can, and hopefully we can do that tomorrow.
A story of the season so far really has been lacking sort of that killer instinct in front and goal, and I think that's fair to say over the last two games as well for you.
I think we've created enough chances to win a few games over the last couple of games. What's gone before, I've got no interest in, to be honest with you. It's for me, this is it's a new start. I've been here just under 2 weeks now, I think it is. So it's a clean slate. The line's been drawn, so what went before I don't care about. In the two performances that I've had, we've created a lot of chances. Like you say, I probably should have scored more goals. We are looking to add to the squad, and Mark Anderson has been working incredibly hard over the last couple of weeks I've been in, especially with me, to try and find them players. But what we won't do is we won't add anything to the group that we don't feel is going to improve us or make this process go quicker. So we'll keep looking. We'll keep doing our homework on players that we feel can add to this group of players. But at the minute, these guys have been incredible for me in terms of their attitude and their application. So I know we've got more than enough in there.
And word for the supporters as well. I understand there's a full coach load of them coming to support us tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been one of the most pleasing things for me since I've come in. The support that I've seen from the guys that support the club. I thought on Saturday again the numbers are outstanding. They made a lot of noise. It's really tough to when you're in a position like we are to support your team, because as over the season we haven't given them a lot to cheer about. But for me, that's when you see your real support and your true supporters in a football club. And since I've come in, they've been amazing. And like I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to need them. The team's going to need them. We're most definitely going to need them tomorrow. And like I've said recently, this isn't going to be plain sailing. It's going to be a real challenge from now to the end of the season, and we've got to make sure we're in it together.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.